Hey there, neurodivergent besties. So yesterday I was with a friend of mine. She's like, "Oh, I think I have ADHD." And I was like, "Hold my white Zinfandel." And I started asking her questions. Are you hypermobile? What's hypermobile? I showed her and she's definitely hypermobile. And I was like, okay, that's a good indicator, but let's dig a little deeper. And I started giving her examples of situations like mirroring. Ding. She was like, "Oh my God, yes, I do that." And I had no idea why. And I'm like, and then I gave her an example of like expectations and when something doesn't go the way you expected it to, and how you get enraged over certain things, and how when people are too slow with doing things, you're like, oh my God, have a sense of fucking urgency. And I was giving her the example about how when my husband gets in the car, he checks the mirrors, he takes his time putting on his seatbelt, and then he takes down the sunshades, and then he waits for, and I'm just like, oh my God, pull the car out of the driveway. Whereas I get in the car, as soon as I'm in, my foot is on the brake so that my right hand can put the car in reverse, while my left hand closes the door and pulls on my seatbelt. And then my right hand is at that point pulling down the sunshades. And I start backing out. And by that time, my husband's usually halfway in the car. And he's like, "Can I get in the car before you start moving?" Um, yeah. I gave her all these examples of shit that's just normal for us that we're super used to being ADHD. And she was like, she literally said to me, "Oh my God, I want to cry. I had no idea these things were related to ADHD and why I did these things." And I was like, booyah. So don't you love that when you help someone realize that there is the potential for them to be neurodivergent? And now they're much more encouraged to go and get tested and to go get it figured out so that they can do therapy or get medicated or whatever, but they just like feel like they have answers. And for the first time, they don't feel crazy. They feel like, oh, this is why I do that. Because I was so happy for her yesterday. Like, she literally wanted to cry. And I was just so stoked for her because it sucks, as we all know, thinking for most of your life that there's something wrong with you and not knowing why you act the way you do. So, yay for her yesterday. Warm fuzzy.